What's up, you sexy Koopa Goombas? It's Mega Suba. Are you lonely? Do you wish you had somebody to talk about anime with? Do you want to make your parents stop worrying about you and get them off your back? Well, congratulations, bucko. This video's for you. I'm going to give you advice on how to make friends and how to make meaningful bonds with the people around you. I'm going to be giving you tips on things you should do and also things you shouldn't do. Alright? I'll also give advice for people that are anxious about talking to new people. Because you know what? I'm with you, pal. Okay? I've been there. I'm still there sometimes, but you know what? We work through it. So I'm going to be giving advice on things that I personally have used. So, if you find this video helpful, leave a like and let me know about your success stories in the comments when you apply this advice in the real world. So first, let's start with the things you shouldn't do. First thing, don't force yourself to associate with people that aren't a good vibe for you. Trust me, you don't want to mentally and socially exhaust yourself by forcing yourself to be around people that you just don't vibe with. Because then a lot of people just kind of end up thinking they're better off alone, and you don't want to end up down that rabbit hole. I just don't want nobody becoming a doomer, bro, okay? So don't become a doomer. Sometimes your personality type and somebody else's personality type just isn't a good match, and that's okay. For example, I'm a very introverted guy. I like to be in relaxed, chill environments most of the time. I just don't want to be in chaotic environments constantly, unless I'm the chaos. This doesn't mean that they're bad people or you're a bad person. It just is what it is, you know? For example, have you ever had those friends that jokingly hit too much? Or maybe they clown on you a little bit too much? For me, those are people that I don't vibe with that well. Or maybe you want to smoke or drink less, but you have friends that do. Some people do a perfectly okay job refraining from indulging in stuff like that when they're with their friends. But you have to recognize if you're one of those people. Hey boys, what's poppin'? Hey, nothing much, homie. Just smoking a J. Trying to hop in the circle, broski? Thanks. I appreciate it, bros, but I probably will have to pass. I'm trying to smoke less.
Hey, good for you, broski. I'm very proud of you.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll take a little hit. Hey, if you say so, dog. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Bro. I feel like I'm floating on a cloud. Wait, is this my pink cloud summer? Bro, it's the middle of fall. The skies are gray. I'm as happy as an octopus who just ate a bunch of clams. Wait, aren't you allergic to seafood? Oh yeah. Another thing you shouldn't do is waiting around for people to approach you. Like, sure, every now and then someone might come approach you, but it doesn't always go anywhere. A lot of the time if you do this, your conversations will most likely be surface level. Hi, how are you? Good morning. These are all comments that work, sure, but you might want to spice it up a little bit by trying to comment on things that are external. For instance, if I saw somebody in a band t-shirt that I recognized, I would probably say something along the lines of, wow, I like that shirt. Blank is my favorite album. Now, if they're any good at talking, they'll probably say something along the lines of, oh, thank you. I really like their old stuff. Do you listen to any other bands? And then after that, you could just build off a conversation based off that. Now, the next thing you shouldn't do is stay in your head too much. If you're shy and overthink things, you definitely want to listen to this. The best advice I've ever heard was that everybody is always more worried about themselves than they are about you. So you don't really have to worry too much about what you're doing because chances are they're probably feeling more awkward and worried about if they sound weird. Now, you could take advantage of that and hold that over them, but I don't recommend the evil route, but you do you. It's also very good to change your mindset. So instead of being negative and overthinking what you're going to say, try having more positive thoughts. So if I want to talk about Pokemon, I can't think things like, this is weird. Pokemon is for kids. They probably don't even care. They probably think Mewtwo's trash and they probably think I'm trash. You have to view things more like, wow, what they just said reminded me of Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I just caught that shiny Lucario. I kind of want to share that. When you think like this, everything you say comes out more natural and it keeps you out of your head When you think like this, it makes everything come out more natural and it kind of helps you feel less anxious. If you ever feel like you're having a hard time staying out of your head, you should try hyper-focusing on things around you. Just comment on things you see and start thinking out loud. And also make sure not to think too much about how you sound, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. For instance, if you're walking down the street and you see a sign with one of the letters down, just comment on it. Sometimes saying random stuff can lead to more in-depth conversations. Look, want to go to hell? Yeah, that's actually really funny. They should fix that. Actually, one time, and that's why my mom left me. I just think she didn't put enough XP into her parenting stat. Oh, that makes sense. Well, what are some things you should be doing? Remember how I said you should look for people that match your energy? You should try going to places where you think you'll meet people like you. So, if you, for instance, like art, you should go to an art club at your school. Or, if you're not in school, you can just sign up for a community class, like at the rec center or something. If you like to do more athletic stuff, you could just go to the basketball court at the park, or again, just go to the rec center and play at their basketball court. Because if you do that, chances are you will run into people that you vibe with eventually. And if you like League, you should... No, actually, I take that back. League players should not meet with other League players. Stay home. And, you know what else? The next tip I have for you is to not rush things. I know some of you guys might be pretty excited and you just want to have someone you can be friends with right away. But relationships take time to build up, and it's pretty hard to really connect with strangers right away like that. So I would recommend just being casual and just remember to consistently talk to them. I'm not saying to bombard them or talk their ear off, unless of course it's going well, then, keep going, you're good. But just remember to include them on that list of people you're probably already going to talk to that day, because that can make them more comfortable with you, and then you can build a closer friendship over time. Now, I also know this is a cliche, but it's 100% true. You need to be completely yourself.
But Mega Super, I'm actually very cringe, and I'm actually really nervous about...
Shut up. This is very important, because if you make friends by not being genuine, you're already selling yourself out, and you're going to be constantly feeling weird about not being able to completely express yourself. And at the end of the day, that really sucks, doesn't it? You want to have friends where you can be 100% yourself and not have any fear of judgment. If they're not rocking with the kind of person you are, fuck them. They're not worth being friends with anyways. That is, unless the person you are sucks, then work on yourself. We're talking racist, homophobic, sexist, ableist. Just be a good person, basically, bruh. Just don't suck. The last tip I have for you is just be friendly and approachable. And remember to smile a lot. See that? See that cheese? I'm cheesing. So yeah, of course, smile a lot, dress presentable, have open body language, so wide arms, you just freaking loose, loosey-goosey. Also, give people lots of compliments. People like compliments. Just don't be weird. Hi, I like your shoes, and I like your hair, and I like your skin, and I like the way you smell, and I also like how cool you are, and I really like how you have a lot of friends, and I want to be like that too, and I also want to... So yeah, don't do that. But for real, have you ever met someone that just seemed super friendly, and they just seemed so nice and cool, and you thought, man, I want to be friends with that person. I want to hang out with them. I guarantee you, they probably do some of the things I listed. Now, I stole this advice from J. Cole, but I think it's very important. But I think it's very important to visualize yourself as the person you can reasonably see yourself being. And then, once you see that, just get a little delusional and visualize yourself as an even better version of that. And you have to really feel it, okay? You need to really believe you're that person. And then every day you want to strive to be at least 1% more like that person. You'll exude a lot more confidence and you'll be able to attract a lot more people. So you get confidence and then you get the thing you want. So it's like, why not do it? All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. But let me know if you're going to use any of this advice later. And let me know if it worked in the comments. If you want to see more tutorial style videos like this from me, make sure you leave a like so I know to do more of that. And if you want to see more of me, which, God bless you, just make sure to subscribe and hit that bell button. If you have any more advice content you want to see from me, just let me know what in particular you want to see in the comments. Last thing is go to the link in the description to just follow me on all my socials. And I'm planning to get back into Twitch streaming. So if you're into that, just hang out. But it's been real. Mega Suba out.